Hello and welcome to DM United. I'm Spug and I'm here with James. Hello, James.
Hello, Spug.
James,
Pleasure to be here.
very good. You are somewhat resembling Holly from Red Dwarf. From anyone who's old enough to remember such a thing, is still sporting that look. But it's good that you're with us, and we are ready to crack a couple of more packs. We are excited. What might we find this time? Might we see something that hasn't already been seen? Who knows? Once again, thank you to the Wizkids marketing department for plying us with this advanced product. We're really excited to have it. Should we crack on with the first one, James? Which one? This one or that one?
Left. Always left.
Always left. Okay.
A feeling of deja vu. In Fighting Fantasy, I always go left.
Really?
Usually.
Is that
always left?
But you keep your finger in the page just in case you just fall into a hole.
I might have been known to do that. Yeah. If I find myself trapped in a maze, I also always go left.
Oh, that's probably wise. Okay, Cellophane Part 1 is off.
Yes, excellent. I'll just fill in while you're cracking that open. We are just missing now 5 rares, I think, because Pink Frankenstein, I think, pulled another one.
Oh,
and just 1 super rare because he also pulled a super rare that I won't say what that is just now, but yeah, we're down to about 6 cards missing from the entire set. And the new team builder is going live tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
So,
Monday.
Last chance,
yeah.
really.
Very exciting, very exciting. Well, it looks like we've got... This is Thor, right?
Looks like it.
Again, we've got double... It's interesting.
Wow.
We've had this
Lots
before,
of
didn't we? We had
Star-Lord,
2 lots of double characters. So we've got 2 Thors, 2 Star-Lords, an Ultimate Spider-Man, a Beast, Mr. Sinister.
You're becoming familiar with the dice. Very
Kang.
good.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Now, is that Mr. Fantastic or is it the Maker dude?
Well, I think that's the Maker. I think that looks like the one you had last time.
And then... Oh, what's this?
That's King Hyperion.
Oh, yeah. I
That's
forgot.
magic.
It's not Falcon, is it? No,
Magic.
it's not. What's that?
Peter A.
Oh,
Peter A.
yeah.
Horseface.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Get in there. Come on.
Let's get
Come
in
on.
the
Basic
cards.
actions. I'm excited about basic actions because there are fatbacks, which would be
yeah.
nice to spoil.
That would be nice to spoil those, wouldn't it? Okay. So, starting with... we got a Cosmic Cube.
That looks familiar.
We kind of enjoyed that.
We started at this
Yeah,
before.
we started that before, yeah. So there's that. Oh, that's shiny, but it's not full art. Instant War. Instant War is back.
Ooh, I like Instant War quite
Yeah.
a lot.
And we had an Instant War on legs, didn't we, I think, yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, and the Dark Hold again. And the Dark Hold again. No, no fatback for us this time.
Not to worry.
This time we've got Beast.
Beast Common is alright.
He's...
I think I prefer the uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't always know if you necessarily want him to be regenerating, do you? Because sometimes with these cheap dice, you want to be keeping them in the rotation rather than keeping him in the field. But I suppose it could be useful if he's knocked out as a blocker.
Yep.
And you still get him. Kang, the man of the moment for anyone who's just seen Quantum Mania. When Kang is active.
No spoilers. I haven't seen it. No spoilers within spoilers.
Even though this is a spoiler podcast. Or a spoiler video, even.
You're too used to podcasts.
I know. When Kang is active once per turn, a player may pay 2 life to reroll a die in their reserve pool. Oh, so anybody can do it. Interesting. That's very unusual to have an ability that acts like a global that either player can activate, isn't it? It's kind of neat. Oh, there's the King Hyperion.
Hello.
When he's active, when an opponent uses an action die, deal 2 damage to target character die. He's an expensive dude, isn't he? I don't think he'll be coming out much. Star-Lord Part 1.
Star-Lord is good, I think. He's 3 cost and he gives you attacking dice +1 or something. Or all your character dice.
your character dice. Get +1 attack
That's
when
good.
fielded. Yeah. Yeah, and he's got decent stats. He's a 5/5 on top level. Not bad, although fielding's pretty expensive. Stormbreaker Ray. Oh yes, this is like the Beta Ray build dude, isn't it? But just in a slightly different incarnation this time
Yes.
round.
Yes.
He can't be blocked by weenies.
Okay.
Which, yeah.
That's not bad in draft.
Right.
that old faint praise.
Here's another Thor. Oh yeah, this is the 4-cost Thor that we were talking about yesterday.
The 4th Thor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Unfielded, roll a die from your bag.
I was trying to think of a pun with malice, a 4th Thor, but it wasn't really working.
It wasn't working. There's the Ultimate Spider-Man. You may field Ultimate Spider-Man for free, but you can pay 2 for him if you prefer.
Maybe you want to put the energy in your use part.
Maybe you do. Yeah, maybe you do. Yeah. Now we're into the uncommons. Mr. Sinister. He's got an interesting global.
Anything?
Sorry.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, well, yeah, he's got that global, hasn't he?
So
pay 2 energy.
Yeah, each player chooses one of their character dice to take 3 damage. What are the energy types on there? I can't even.
Is it Mask Bolt? I think.
Oh yes, it is.
It's quite hard to see.
Exactly. Yeah, it is very small. Yeah, but it is Mask Bolt.
It's Mask and Bolt. We should say that has been. We mentioned it already, but that has been clarified.
Not or. Yeah, correct. Yes, you're right. That was the Maker, not Mr. Fantastic. Team Watch. Target character gains deadly. And he's a villain, so there's quite a few villains out there. And indeed, there's a villain Maker Global, isn't there? So,
ooh, is it? What is it?
Well, not in this set, but in the
previous set. Okay.
In the previous set, isn't it? Now I can't remember what it was.
You've landed yourself in it now.
Yeah, trust me. I'm sure there's one. There's the other Thor. It's the uncommon. Well, Thor of Higher Avalon is active at the start of your opponent's attack step. Deal 2 damage for each team affiliation in their field zone, divided any way you choose among their characters.
We have Healer's Global in Infinity Gauntlet is the answer to your question.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
Healer, right? Healer, pay Fist and a Mask. Target character gains the villain affiliation till end of turn. And Ebony Moore, I think, has the same global.
Oh, yeah.
One of them. That Thor's interesting. Is that the uncommon with the affiliation thing?
Yeah, so it can potentially knock out your opponent's characters at the start of their attack step, which is particularly irritating for them.
Ben quite fancied that one, I think.
Yeah.
And it's interesting with out of sets, you have that the card, the basic action whose name I can't remember, that has the Maker. It makes X-Men and Brotherhood characters, I think.
Oh, right. Yes, I can't remember what
you know the one I mean.
Either? Yeah, I'm sure I know the one you mean, but I can't remember it now. Okay. We've got a rare. It's magic.
Ooh, rare magic.
Rare magic. While magic is active, while you use an action die, place a +1 attack and +1 defense token on her card. So she can get big when using action dice. That's okay if you've got if you've got 1 or 2 interesting cheap action dice in rotation, but pay a bolt and 1 life once per turn. Field a sidekick from your use pile. Oh, we saw that, didn't we, yesterday?
Yeah, I think so.
This one is not a super rare.
Okay, but it might still be an unseen rare.
It's max 2. It's max 2, James.
Oh, okay. No, I don't really pay much attention to that.
It is. Oh, it's Star-Lord.
Star-Lord we've had before, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Star-Lord costs 2 less to purchase and 2 less to field, while you have an active Guardian's character die. It's actually pretty good. There's some good Star-Lords, I think, in this set. You're getting him for 2. You're getting him for 2 and fielding him for 3. That's pretty nice.
And without the horrible fielding cost, his stats are pretty alright.
Yeah.
For 2, certainly.
For a 2, yeah. On a 5/5 on top level, that's pretty nice.
055, 035, 024 for 2 cost. Okay then.
Okay then, that is...
Right, that was relatively uneventful. Come on, Spug, do better.
We can do better than that.
You can blow on your fingers.
I've done it. Blow on the pack or something, should I? Alright.
I'll try to inform you what we're missing is. I think we got Rare Falcon yesterday. So I think I'm not sure about Rare Agent Brand. I don't know if we've seen that one yet. I'm scrolling through our spoilers, a link to which I'll put in the description. Although it's very very soon to be made redundant by the new team builder, which is very exciting. Jane Foster. We only have a blurry, non-text readable card. Jimmy Woo, I believe, has just been spoiled by Johnny.
Well, we've got 4 Jimmy Woos here, James.
Oh, I say. Okay.
Well, sorry, 2. I mean 4 Jimmy Woo dice. Again, we've got 2 characters repeated twice. So this must be Mr. Fantastic then this time.
I guess if he's a different shade, yeah.
Yeah.
Proxima Midnight and the Maker and Thor are all seemingly missing rares.
Okay, well that's Jane Foster, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Wolverine. Yeah. Namor. Yeah, said Jimmy. That's Terrax, isn't it?
That's the one, yeah. That's that Black Fist. Is that that's Corvus Glaive, maybe? Oh no, it's Cyclops, isn't
it? This one?
Not
Cyclops.
Colossus.
Colossus, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm not used to them. I'm in black dice.
Yeah. Star-Lord, Mr. Sinister, and that's like a sword agent or something? Or what's that? What's that one?
That's that's the one I was talking about, the first one I mentioned. Agent Dudar.
Agent Dudar.
The one right at the beginning. The one right at the beginning. Agent Brand.
Agent Brand, okay. Oh yes.
Don't think we've seen her rare, so come on.
Oh, you never know. We could be in luck.
Spug.
Let's have a look. I'm trying to get the cellophane off this.
Have you still not got this? Oh,
no.
It's the curse of content creators around the world, isn't it?
Cellophane. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We've seen that.
Nice. Yes,
yeah.
we've seen that.
We've seen that. We've seen that.
That's the great equalizer, yeah.
Still no fatback. Oh, but Shocking Grasp. Shocking Grasp I do think is cool.
No.
Deal 1 damage to target die.
It's the opposite of throwing brick, isn't it? So if it does knock it out, prep it.
Yes. But it is good because if you just use it on a psychic, obviously you get the psychic in your prep and you get that die as well. So it is kind of nice. I do like it. And it can be obviously useful for removing opponent psychics as well if you need to. It's kind of cool, that. Okay, this is... Oh, Agent Brand, straight up.
Oh.
The common.
I knew that was coming. Right, okay. Yep.
When Agent Brand is active, your character dice get +1 defense. Not very exciting.
That's not bad, though. In fact, for a 2 cost, that's a pretty good ability.
Oh, and then we get a nice...
Textless common.
Yeah.
Colossus.
Those do look great, don't they? The textless.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Things,
pretty
that is
nice.
nice. Oh, there's Jane Foster, just the common. Yeah.
What's the common do?
When fielded, gain 2 life and gain an extra 2 life for each of your other active characters with Thor in their name or subtitle, or the Thor core affiliation. So life gain never really excites me, but it's an expensive way of getting.
It's quite a lot of life to gain.
So gain an extra 2 life for each of your other active character dice with Thor in the name or subtitle, or the Thor core affiliation. Yeah, so you could get. There must be a few of those characters out there, mustn't they? So you could actually gain quite a lot of life in one fell swoop. You can't go above 20, though, can you?
You could have Thor for 4, and you could have Groot. Must have a reasonably cheap version, right? Groot has a 3 cost, and Goddess of Thunder has a 2 cost. Not that hard to gain 8 life in. Well, I can't say not that hard. You have to buy 4 dice, but
yeah, that's
gaining 8 life when she's fielded.
True. Does it help you win the game? Not really.
Stops you losing.
Yeah. Yeah. delaying the inevitable. You might want to be investing in a win con rather than just
speak for yourself.
Stopping losing. Okay, Mr. Sinister is next.
Yeah.
Again, he's got a 6 attack though on top level for a 3.
I didn't realise it was a 3. That's a cheap Mr. Sinister, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty juicy.
Fair enough.
There's the first Mr. Fantastic. Stretch. I don't think we've seen that as a real sort of, feels like real retro art, doesn't it? But Team Watch, move up to 2 dice from your use pile to your bag.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I think there are better Mr. Fantastics, but he's alright.
Namor.
What's his global?
So pay a shield, target character die gets 1 defense, plus 1 defense.
Okay.
So he's alright. Now, uncommon Jimmy Woo. So that must mean that there's the rare, one of the rares is Jimmy Woo, right?
Johnny and Ryan, I think, spoiled that one.
Oh,
so
curses.
There's no Jimmy Woo unless he has a super rare, which I doubt.
That would be surprising, but you never know. While he's active, when you use an action die, spin opposing character die down 1 level or spin target level 1 character die to an energy phase. Oh, so he's got some potential removal there.
Yeah,
that with shocking grasp, you know, you could clear out a couple of characters there, couldn't you?
That's true.
But
good for draft. Uncommon.
Terrax, he's like a poor man's Pip the Troll, isn't he? Really.
What's the green? What does the uncommon one do? I only really know what the rare one does.
When fielded, reroll target character die.
For 5, yeah.
For 5. So
he's got better stats than Pip, though.
Well, he certainly has, yeah. But then he's like really hard to knock out, then, isn't he? I suppose you could use Dark Phoenix, of course, but like then you have to keep paying for it as well. Like he's 1/2/2 fielding cost.
Well, there's always Robin or Molecule Man, uncommon.
Wolverine is the other rare. We're getting to the heavy stuff.
Oh, he's
now.
Annoying. He's not so bad, is he?
When
he's the
uncommon. When Wolverine KOs a character die, add it to the owner's bag instead of sending it to the prep area.
That could be really annoying.
And then he's got the what's that one called? You know, the Fist Prep Global. Who's that?
Yes, soon to be called the Thing Global. Well, it's the Wolverine Global, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It was Wolverine previously, but I just said he has good stats and then realised that he doesn't anymore.
No, he hasn't really. No, he's pretty lame.
It's a bit disappointing.
Okay, so what's coming up next? It's a Jimmy Woo rare. There you go.
Rare Jimmy Woo. Rare. What does it do?
While Jimmy Woo is active, when you use an action die, gain 2 life and deal 2 damage to target character die. He's all about the actions, isn't he?
4.
It's all about the actions. Again, it's a bit more removal, but he's expensive, isn't he? He's 4 cost.
Yeah.
He's and his stats are awful, really, aren't they? In today's meta for a 4 cost.
Move on from Jimmy. No, he doesn't do enough for 4.
The final one is also a rare, James.
Rare.
There's
what was in the dice? We should be able to work it out at this point, but no. Go for it. I can't remember at all.
I think it might be Thor. Oh yeah, maybe.
Magic.
Oh, it's Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, we're both wrong. Right.
Yeah.
There were 4 of them.
When fielded, your opponent chooses an affiliation. KO 2 target character dice that are not that affiliation. Interesting.
Sure.
Well, that could actually be quite interesting, although it's obviously fairly dependent on what your opponent chooses. But depending on what people
it does 2 sidekicks.
Yeah.
Potentially clearing sidekicks at the very least. It's not awful.
No, and he
has fielding cost though, doesn't he?
Well, there's always the Robin Global, James.
And the Molecule Man Global.
Let's not forget. Good stuff. All right. Well, that is. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, you've You've confused us.
There's another
What's
one.
going on there?
This has got 2 rares.
What's going on? 2 rares and
a super rare, James.
Who's that then?
No,
I forgot what the dice. Show us the dice again. Go on, show us the dice before you spoil the rare. Might as well drag this out. So.
There they
Who
are.
have we had?
There
Mr. Fantastic's been. Jimmy,
those,
we're pretty sure doesn't have a super rare.
those.
Namor we've had. Yes. Wolverine, Sinister, Colossus, Terrax. Who's that die then? Who's that shield
Jane
die
Foster, isn't
you're
it?
pointing to?
Isn't it?
Ooh.
Oh no,
Well, she's a good super rare. She's good.
Oh, and Star
Have you
Lord.
seen Jane Foster?
We haven't had Star Lord.
It's one of those two because I can't remember. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, I can see a green fist poking out there. So.
It is. It is. Oh, look at that! It's Star Lord.
Super rare Star. What does he do?
He has the team watch abilities, a 3-cost fist, deal 2 damage to target character die, and prep die from your bag.
That's actually pretty good.
So another decent version of Star Lord. They've suddenly decided to make him half decent. Now that was a surprise. You don't get many packs, do you, with 2 rares and a super?
I wasn't expecting that.
No.
Clearly, neither were you.
No, I wasn't. It wasn't a surprise. It's kind of post-credit sequence. Well, it sort of was a post-credit sequence surprise to me, as much as anybody else. But I hadn't really been keeping count. But yeah, so that's another super rare.
Not bad. I'm just looking at Guardians. How many Guardians are in this set apart from him? Because Groot is Thor core, or is it maybe not on all his rarities? Maybe let's have a look.
Yeah,
because that's a pretty good ability if you can get some. I mean, you can give him, but it's expensive. You can use the global I mentioned earlier to make him and something else an X-Men. No, Groot is not even a Guardian,
isn't he?
So that's a bit
Wow.
upsetting. So you'd have to do it out of set. It looks like it's a super rare, so in draft it's probably not relevant anyway. But I'm not seeing who. Rocket's not in the set.
No, but you've got loads of them in Infinity Gauntlet, haven't you? So they're in.
Sure.
If you like
In modern.
In modern, there are loads.
Right. Some theme teams beckoning, I think.
Yeah, that could be
Thor
cool.
core, Guardians, and something else was asking to be made.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is the latest 2 draft packs just before the set drops on Wednesday in the US. Still not quite sure when it's coming out in the UK or other bits of Europe, but we will keep a very close eye on the release dates that various retailers are putting out.
Do another pack, Spug. Do another pack.
What?
Do another pack.
But we're finishing on a super
rare. Live on it. That's true. Come on. You can hear the audience begging for it.
That only leaves us with 2 left.
Well, that's your draft, isn't it?
All right, James. You get your wish. I will. There is another one. Here it is. Here it is.
Ooh, okay. I feel like this is the one.
This is the one for a fat back, is it?
We've had 2 super rares so far, I think.
We have, yeah.
Across the things that we've opened. It was
We have.
God Emperor Doom and Star-Lord.
Yeah.
I've got my fingers crossed. I've got my toes crossed.
Okay.
And my fungal nail is digging into the skin of my other... No.
Oh, it's a lovely image. Okay. All right. You want to see the dice? Of course, you want to see the dice.
Let's see the dice. But in the interests of not keeping people hanging around, I think we can dispense with the commons reasonably.
Look at it again. 2 and 2.
Black Panther. Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? Weird distribution going on. So that's
really
Scarlet
is.
Witch, Black Panther, doubles. That's Mr. Fantastic, Namor again.
He's
Hyperion.
popping up like a bad penny, isn't he, Namor?
Mr. Sinister again. Jane Foster. The dark dice top left. Is that Apocalypse? Maybe. Can't see it.
No, it's Groot, I think.
Groot. And bottom is Dazzler, maybe.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen that
Or-
yet, have we?
Is that what she's called? Dazzler, right?
Dazzler, yeah. Not Bobby Dazzler.
No, and that's the Corbynite. The Jeremy Corbynite. Next to Groot.
Right. All right, well, I'm still
Come on, you
struggling
must
to
have
get the
opened the
cellophane. No,
pack
sorry,
by now.
I'm
Good.
struggling, but I have done it
I've been
now.
playing for time here.
I know you have. You've been doing well. Okay. There we go.
Oh, I like that one. I
Distraction.
like
Yeah.
Throg. Is that what it's called?
Frog or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Wait. Pirate broadcast.
Pirate broadcast.
that.
Good. We've seen it. Come on, Spug, do it.
No.
I was really hoping for it.
Oh, there's one Black
toes
Panther.
are not working clearly. Okay. Black Panther common.
Roll 2 dice from your bag. When fielded, roll a die from your bag. That was an energized. Kind of. He's a beater. He's super beefy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's what Wolverine should be. Isn't he?
Yeah.
Although, in fact, he's got the defense as well. No, he's got Thanos stats.
He has got Thanos stats. Yeah, and well,
Except
not just the stats. He's got the blimmin' whole die, hasn't he? But there we go. Oh, Captain Marvel. You wanted to see one of those, didn't you? But not the common.
But not that one.
No.
No, it wasn't Captain Marvel. I think it was Jane Foster. I think we've actually seen all of those. We don't have a very clear image of Rare. But no.
Oh, right. She's quite good, though.
Yeah, it's alright, that one.
Yeah. Oh, there's Bobby Dazzler.
Bobby Dazzler. How old are we? That's terrible.
When fielded, deal 4 damage to target mask character die. So that's fairly limited, isn't it? 2 affiliations, 3 cost though. Groot. When fielded, roll 2 dice from your bag. So it doesn't say draw; it just says roll. You don't draw them.
I defy you to roll them without drawing.
Does that mean you can choose them?
No.
Proxima. Just got regenerate, which is kind of.
Didn't even notice her dice. Okay, yeah, that's not exciting.
Right.
Come on. Scarlet Witch is one of the 2 Scarlet Witches. I like this game of trying to remember what dice have been. Fun mini game.
In memory of a goldfish doesn't help. You can re-roll dice in your reserve pool at the end of your main step. So what I think is potentially interesting about that is you could get 2 bites at the energized cherry, couldn't you?
That's true. That is true. I think that's that, and also the use of action dice in the attack step.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Jane Foster.
Yeah, okay.
Uncommon.
The uncommon we have seen. 4 cost? I don't know. 2 damage or 5 damage, depending on the cost of the thing you're damaging.
Yes. King Hyperion is back.
Mm-hmm.
He gets +1 attack and +1 defense for each different energy type you have in your reserve pool. Question mark does not count.
We've seen that before with Clayface, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But this is a 4 cost though, so it's
and then
big stats.
Yeah, that's right. And the global pay a shield target attacking character dice goes to the use pile if KO'd this turn. That could be
annoying.
Yeah. Mr. Fantastic.
Boombastic.
He's a big blocker. He goes up to 4/9 on top level when he's blocking.
Blimey.
Yeah. You can take some punishment. There's the Stormbreaker Ray again. Deal 2 damage to target character die on the energized side, but you don't really want to be energizing him, do you?
No.
When fielded, KO target
No.
mask character die.
I'm not overwhelmed by that, I've got to say.
Now, yeah. Oh, another Black Panther.
Oh,
it's the rare.
The rare is pretty good. Okay. Tell us what that does.
Energize. Your fantastic 4 character dice get +2 attack this turn. And then it says, while Black Panther is active when your opponent fields a character die, you may re-roll one of their other character dice. Now that is irritating.
I played that against Jason. I mean, it's a 6 cost, but it's mean. And the stats are something.
For sure, yeah. You're not going to want to taunt that off the field, are you?
Oh, Fantastic Four was the other affiliation. So we got Guardians, but that has to be out of set. Thor Core, which has to be in set, and Fantastic Four, which also has to be in set again.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Okay, this is the final one. This is the final one, isn't it? This is the final one.
Is it?
And it's a rare, James.
It's a rare. Well, it might be an interesting rare. Go on.
It is. It's a bulk rare. Oh, it's Scarlet Witch.
Oh, it was Scarlet Witch we've seen. What's that? What's she do?
When fielded, ignore all text on opposing character cards until the end of turn. She's prismatic spray on legs.
And she's a 5 cost, though, isn't she?
Yeah.
So she's like the Dark Empathy.
Yeah, Shriek. That's right.
That one.
Except
4 cost Shriek, but now she's a 5.
more expensive. Yeah.
Stats are alright, though.
Well, apart from level 1 is awful.
Nah.
But
there's that.
Yeah, that.
Well, it was worth a try.
That is the last one. It was worth a try. Well, that is us out. Apart from the 2 that we're saving for
There's 2 packs left.
A special purpose.
And Spug to draft with, maybe.
Yeah,
so
exactly. We're keeping those up our sleeveys. All right. Well, the extra pack didn't produce maybe the joy that we were hoping, but
it's always joy. It's always joy.
But
it's a thrill
James,
of the chase.
we're gonna call it a day there. James, thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you again soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.